Hello everybody, welcome to Papel Podcast again. Today I'm going to do my Pangya celebrity video, and I'm just going to kind of go over my thoughts and opinions on Pangya celebrity and tell you a bit about the server. So if you guys haven't already heard, Pangya Global closed down recently and we're all kind of, a bit lost what to do next. But thankfully private servers are a thing, and I normally am quite opposed to private servers. However, I do make a single exception for Pangya Celebrity because of the way it's ran. So Pangya Celebrity is a private server hosted by two people, and it's a really great server, and I really think you guys should check it out because I've been playing there for a little over 3 months consistently now. I did make an account back when it started about a year ago, so it has been around for quite a long time, and we're nearing, we're getting closer to 2-year anniversary, so that's really good. But it's just such a great server in so many different ways. I think the way it's ran is really good. There's such a focus on balancing items, and I'll talk about that a bit more in detail a bit later, but let's just go into what the server looks like. So this is the main screen of Pangya Celebrity, and as you'll notice straight away, no, this is not a Pangya Fresh Up server. So the main limitation of this server is that it's season 4.9, and they are working very hard to try to go up in seasons, hopefully to Fresh Up or whatever they can get at that time, but do not expect that for a long time because it's a very complicated situation. It takes a lot of work and honestly a lot of luck to get that working, and to get the server that they want. But for now we have 4.9 and it works really well. Honestly, it actually runs on my computer a lot faster than Fresh Up ever did, simply because it doesn't have things like shaders and the resolutions aren't as high, so it's less to process for your computer. So that's actually a benefit in my opinion. But yeah, so this is season 4.9. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I'll show you the lobby. So right now it's actually Christmas season, so this is the lobby here. And it looks really nice, and as you can tell, a lot of work goes into it. Like the background is the Fresh Up lobby, and it's custom, not exactly custom made, but the layout's a bit different, and there's like the lobby art and everything, so it looks really nice, and lots of work went into it, so I really appreciate stuff like that. This is the shop. It's obviously the exact same as any season 4.9 shop. However, because this is a private server, they can do a lot of really neat things, and what you find in most private servers is they will charge you actual cash for a lot of their rare items and even just some normal items in games, and this server isn't about that. This server is about giving back to the players, and I really like the way that they've balanced point items and Pang items. There's a good balance of risk versus reward, and it's not just pay to win. You really do have to earn your way to get to the character and account that you want, but it's also not too much that it's disinteresting. It keeps you coming back from more, and you always feel rewarded in some way. So for example, there's things like, this Aaron Christmas set, usually in Pangya Global would be points, but over here it's Pang, and it's quite a lot of Pang. It's 189k, so you won't be able to get it straight away, but you can walk toward that goal and it'll feel really good once you get it, because there's really nice sets on here. So there's little things like that. You can get some of the other rares that are normally gacha in Global, such as the Minty costume, and there's even some crossover items that Global never got but Japan, Thailand and Korea got, like the Vocaloid sets, which you can see here. So just little stuff like that's really cool. Points you can get not only through just spending money on the game, there's a way to spend money on the game, but you can also get points by participating in GM events or watching live streams that they do. and they do them very frequently. They're super interactive, they're such awesome GMs, like they make everything fun, and it's just really nice to see that you get rewarded for actually participating in stuff, and you feel rewarded. It's not just like a GM event on Global where you would spend like, you know, 40 minutes trying to get into a room, and then once you get into it, you play it, you finish it, and then you get like 30 Papel coupons, and you're so disappointed because, I don't know, that was never the best prize for me, but you always get good stuff over here, and it's really, really good and really fun. So in the items, you know, you've got things like the club sets and stuff, and there's a lot more club sets that you can get here. You can get like the voice clubs. I'm not sure all the voices are working on the shop ones, but I know they do work on the Exceed voice clubs, which I actually own. I won them in Scratchy, and this server does have Scratchy and Papel Shop, and they work in a little bit of a different way sometimes, but they're essentially the same. And yeah, so you can get like, you know, Golden Club Hammer sets, which you normally wouldn't get at all, so it's really good, and it is a lot of Pang, but as I said, it's all worth it, and it's not incredibly hard to get either. So you can buy Phoenix Balls for Pang for the first time ever, which is really, really cool because we've never been able to do that in any other server, and I always thought that was so stupid that they didn't even offer one single ball for Pang. It was all points before, so this is really good. And then, you know, active items, you can finally buy normal ones without points, it's all Pang. All this stuff is Pang. Some stuff like, you know, Scratchy cards you can buy for points, but again, you can actually go into the Cauldron, and I can actually show this off. There's these little super coupons that you will just get out of playing and doing different things, and you can turn them into scratch cards. So stuff like that's really cool, and you just have to relog in and you'll get it. And you can make them into Papel coupons, which Papel Shop changes all the time. And then there's these two coins, there's a normal coin and a special coin. And you might notice they're actually very similar to the Memorial Shop in the way that the icons are the exact same. That's because since this is a season 4.9, this doesn't have Memorial Shop anymore. But to kind of compensate, you get these coins, and then you can get them through playing and GM events and different ways like that. And then once you get them, you go to the event tab, and it's a bit like the way cubes work. You can exchange them for items and sets. So like I have 5 special coins, and I can make this rare set for Nuri if I wanted, or so that's the normal ones, and there's these ones are the special ones, and I can make these sets for different characters. And the rotation changes, I think, every few months or something like that. So it's really good, and it keeps you active, and it's a lot like the cubes and Memorial Shop, so it's kind of their answer to that missing, so it's really good. So the next thing is Caddies. Caddies work pretty much the same as they do in Global, however, this time around most of them are Pang, and the ones that are points are very cheap, and you'll see what the difference between them is. So you can actually buy Papel for Pang, and that's never been possible before. But for the first time, you can also buy skins for Pang. Well, I should say you can rent skins, because they still got the 1 day or 30 day limit. So 30 days is usually 30,000 Pang, so that's really not a bad deal. And right now there's things like the Christmas Papel and stuff like that. But the cool thing is, with characters like Caddies, they've actually made some custom items. This month's custom thing is the Winter Caddy, and it looks really, really nice, and it's just a custom texture, so it's not like it's a custom model or anything, but just little details like that kind of bring the server into its own thing, and I don't know, spark it up a bit, and it's really nice. That's 32,000, and I think that's for 30 days? Yeah, 32k for 32 days. It's pretty good. So you're wondering, okay, why would I buy a points caddy? Well, the points caddies, for example, Caddies, as you can see, look very different. Now these are the skins I'm not sure we got. I think they were only for Japan and maybe Korea and Thailand. But these were skins that were custom made for the Japanese community when they had a self-design type of contest for the Caddies, and they look really cool, and it's 2,000 points, and you get that caddy permanently, and it flies straight away, and it always wears this custom skin, so you can't change that at all. So for example, I actually have this Tiki, so she's riding a horse, and it looks really cool. So there's different ones, there's the Kuma Knight, the Lola Red Hood, Dolphini Fox, which is like a Tanuki version of Dolphini. It looks really funny. So there's like those type of benefits, and as I said, you can get points not only just by buying them, but by participating in GM events and different things like that. Even like taking surveys that help out the server might get you some bonus points at the end of the day. And 2,000 points is $2, just like in global was, so it's really not bad. And Mascots are basically the same situation. They're all Pang, but and you have to rent them for 30 days and stuff like that, but they're fairly cheap in the end game, and Mascots actually are huge things that you want to do if you're starting out playing Celebrity for the first time, because I can't remember the exact amount, but I think they give you like 20% bonus experience in Pang or something like that. Either way, they're a huge bonus, so absolutely get them, and you will be leveling up and getting Pang so quickly, and it'll really help you out, and I know it did, so I'm glad to always have a mascot. So yeah, there's stuff like that, you know, there's the interiors because it is season 4.9. So yeah, that's basically it for the shop. So I'm sorry if this has been a bit of a weird video, but all in all, my conclusion is Pangya Celebrity has handled having a private server so well. It's really the only server I would give that exception to because of the way it's run. It's the GMs, there's 2 GMs, and they do incredible work every day. There's a Discord that if you guys check out the server, absolutely join the Discord because it's an amazing community full of incredible people. My life wouldn't be the same without them, and I'm just so happy that I've joined when I did. And it's the best Pangya I've ever played, if that makes any sense, because it gives you so much freedom without feeling like it's useless. Like, you actually feel rewarded for playing. You actually want to log in every day because there's always something new to see or something new to do. And like I said, the biggest aspect to me is the community. The community is so fun and so active, and it's really awesome to see that, you know, things like feedback actually gets taken into consideration. And coming, like, all of you guys came from Pangya Global, and we all know how that went. We know how they basically ignored us completely. They don't care about our opinions or you know, our thoughts on the server, and they didn't have much control either because they were controlled by so many other companies. But with Pangya Celebrity, there's none of those barriers, there's none of those limitations, so it's so much better in my opinion, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I got to play here. So definitely check it out, because this is the way to go if you want to continue playing Pangya. Though I do agree that if you have accounts in Thailand or Japan, you should absolutely stick to those first. If those aren't your options, go to Celebrity, because I always will believe in supporting the original developers over a private server. But if those aren't your options, and I know that that's not everybody's options, definitely join Celebrity. Links will be in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys play a few games with me. I'll be the exact same username and everything, GTG Atomic, so come join me, come chat with me in the Discord, and it will be really fun. So thank you so much, and I hope this tells you guys a bit more about Pangya Celebrity. So I hope it stays around a long time, and I think it will, and they certainly plan to keep it around a long time. So we may be looking at, you know, our next hope for Pangya, at least for a little while. Like, this is what we've wanted for so long, and now we finally got it, and I really encourage you guys to support it because they deserve the support. So thank you so much.